The grand hall of the starship buzzed with voices and footsteps. People from many worlds had come together for a great meeting. At the center stood Queen Evelyn Monroe, a strong and kind woman who ruled her people with care. She wore a simple blue dress, her dark hair falling softly on her shoulders. Everyone watched her with respect. Evelyn smiled and waved at the crowd. She was proud of the peace she had helped bring to many worlds. The meeting was important for keeping that peace alive. But no one saw the fear that hid behind her calm eyes. Eli Turner stood near the queen, his eyes sharp and watchful. He was one of the queen's guards. Eli was a tall man with short brown hair and steady hands. He had served the queen for many years. He knew his job was not just to protect her body, but also to watch for any danger. Suddenly, Evelyn's smile faded. Her hand went to her chest. She blinked fast and then slowly fell forward. Gasps filled the hall. Eli moved fast. He caught her before she hit the floor. The crowd froze. The queen had collapsed. The medics rushed to her side. Dr. Lena Brooks, the queen's personal doctor, pushed through the crowd. She knelt and checked Evelyn's pulse. It was weak. "She's having a heart problem," Lena said with a grave voice. Eli stepped back, but did not leave. His eyes scanned the room, looking for what had caused this. The queen was strong and healthy. She had no reason to fall like this. The medics carried Evelyn to the medical bay. Kaylee followed quietly. He watched the machines that showed her heart rate and breathing. Something was not right. The machines blinked strange signals, like someone was trying to change the readings. Eli frowned. He had learned to trust his instincts. He felt that this was no simple illness. Someone was hiding the truth. Back in the hall, whispers started. People spoke of bad luck or a hidden disease. But Eli thought of another thing. Maybe someone wanted the queen to be hurt. The meeting had many powerful people. Not all wished well for the queen or her people. Later that day, Eli talked to Dr. Brooks. She was tired, but honest. Her heart was strong before this, she said. There was no sign of trouble. This happened too fast. Eli nodded. I saw strange signals on the monitors. It looked like someone tried to change the data. Lena looked at him with concern. You think someone tried to harm her? I do, Eli said. But I need proof. The two made a quiet plan. Eli would use his clearance as a guard to check the queen's private quarters and medical records. Lena would watch the medical data closely. Eli moved carefully through the ship's halls. The starship was large, filled with many rooms and secrets. He entered the queen's private room. It was simple but elegant. A photo of Evelyn with her family sat on the desk. A small heart-shaped pendant hung on a lamp. He sat and looked around. There was nothing out of place. But he knew the truth might be hidden deep inside the ship's computer. Using his access code, Eli opened the secure medical files. He scrolled through the records. Everything looked normal at first. But then he found strange encrypted messages in the system. They were hidden well. Eli's heart beat faster. Someone had tried to send secret commands to the medical machines. The commands could change the way the machines worked. They could make a healthy heart look like it was failing or the other way around. Eli copied the messages onto a small device. He knew he had to show this to Lena. When he found her, Lena's eyes widened at the messages. This is proof. Someone planned this. Eli looked at the map of the ship. Many powerful leaders were on board. Some might have wanted to stop the queen. Maybe they thought hurting her would break the peace. We have to be careful, Lena said. If they find out we know, we could be in danger. Eli nodded. I will keep watching. No one will hurt the queen again. That night, Eli stood guard outside the queen's room. He felt the weight of the ship on his shoulders. But he also felt hope. He would find the truth. He would protect the queen. As the stars shone outside the window, Eli whispered to himself, For her, for peace, I will not fail. Eli knew the truth was hidden deeper than he thought. He could not let the queen's collapse be just an accident. After talking with Dr. Lena Brooks, he felt more certain that someone was working against them. Lena worked long hours in the medical bay. She checked every monitor and test. The queen's condition was steady, but fragile. The heart problem had stopped, but she still needed care. Lena trusted Eli and shared everything with him. One evening, Eli found a moment to speak with Lena alone. The corridors were quiet. "Lena," he said, "I want to check the security footage from the time the Queen collapsed. Maybe we can see who was near her." Lena nodded. "It's a good idea. I'll help you get access." They went to the ship's security room. Maxwell Grant, the tech specialist, worked there. Maxwell was a young man with bright eyes and quick fingers. He knew the ship's systems better than anyone. When Eli explained, Maxwell agreed to help. He pulled up the security tapes from the Queen's chamber and the main hall. At first, the footage showed the normal flow of people. But soon they noticed something strange. A group of men in dark suits moved close to the Queen just before she fell. They did not look like her usual guards. One of them, a tall man named Jared Collins, caught Eli's eye. Jared's expression was calm but cold. "Who is he?" Eli asked Maxwell. "Jared Collins is the head of security for one of the other leaders," Maxwell said. "He is known to be very loyal to his boss." Lena frowned. Why was he so close to the Queen at that time? Eli shook his head. "That is what we need to find out." They watched more footage. Jared was near a small device hidden in his pocket. The device glowed softly. Eli felt a chill. Could it be the thing that sent those strange signals to the medical machines? Suddenly, the screen flickered. The connection cut. Maxwell frowned. "Someone is blocking the footage. They don't want us to see." Eli's heart beat faster. The truth was close, but the danger grew. They decided to search Jared's quarters. They needed proof to stop whatever was happening. Late at night, Eli and Maxwell sneaked through the halls. The ship was quiet, but every step felt heavy. They reached Jared's room. The door was locked, but Maxwell as Ali hacked the panel. Inside, the room was neat but cold. On the desk lay the small glowing device from the footage. Eli picked it up carefully. It was a strange tool, unlike anything he had seen. Maxwell connected the device to his laptop, a screen filled with codes and signals. "This is the source of the interference," he said. Eli's eyes narrowed. "Who sent this?" Maxwell shook his head. "I can trace it, but it will take time." They packed the device carefully and left before anyone noticed. Back with Lena, they studied the device and the data it held. It showed a clear message. Someone wanted to control the Queen's health remotely. The plan was to make her fall sick and cause panic. "Why would they want to do this?" Lena asked. Eli looked out the window at the stars. "To break the peace. To make humans look weak. To start trouble." Lena touched his arm. "We must tell the Queen when she wakes. She needs to know." But Eli hesitated. "If the wrong people hear, it could be worse. We must be careful." Days passed. The Queen's strength returned slowly. She was still weak, but her spirit was strong. Eli stayed close, watching and waiting. One night, the Queen called Eli to her side. "You have done well, Eli," she said softly. "I feel that you see more than others. Tell me what you know." Eli told her about the device, the interference, and the strange men. The Queen listened carefully. "There are those who fear peace," she said, "but we will not let them win." Lena smiled with hope. "Together, we will find the truth and stop them." Lee felt a new strength in the Queen's words. The fight was not over. The summit was still at risk, and many dangers lay ahead. But he knew one thing for sure. Humans would stand strong no matter what. Eli knew the danger was growing. After finding the device and learning about the plan to hurt the Queen, he had to act fast. The summit was still going on, and many powerful people were there. Some of them might be part of the plot. Eli spent long hours watching the security cameras. He looked for any unusual behavior. One man caught his attention again. Jared Collins. Jared moved carefully, often talking to other men in dark suits. Eli felt Jared was the key to the mystery. One evening, Eli followed Jared through the ship's halls. Jared went to a private meeting room. Eli hid in the shadows and listened. Jared spoke quietly with two men named Paul and Eric. They talked about the Queen's condition and said, "We must act soon. The plan must work before the summit ends." Eli's heart raced. They were planning more harm. He had to warn the Queen and Dr. Lena. When he returned to the medical bay, Lena was checking the Queen's health again. The Queen was resting, but still weak. Eli told Lena about the meeting he overheard. Lena's face grew serious. "We cannot wait," she said. If they attack again, the Queen may not survive. Eli nodded. We must find proof and stop them. They went to see Maxwell Grant, the tech expert. Maxwell had been working on decoding the signals from the device, he told them. The device sends commands that can change the Queen's heart rate, can cause a heart attack if used at the right time. Eli clenched his fists. Who made the device? Maxwell shook his head. Unknown. But the signals come from a hidden room on the ship. Eli looked at Lena. We must find that room. They planned a secret search. Eli, Lena, and Maxwell moved quietly through the ship. Using the ship's maps, Maxwell found a room marked restricted access. The door was strong, and security guards watched nearby. Eli's mind raced. He had to get inside without being caught. At night, Eli distracted the guards by setting off a small alarm in another part of the ship. The guards left their posts to check the noise. Lena and Maxwell quickly opened the door using Maxwell's hacking device. Inside, the room was dark and filled with strange machines. Wires ran along the walls, and screens showed the Queen's health data. Eli felt cold. This was the place controlling her heart. They found more devices like the one from Jared's room. Maxwell copied all the data. Suddenly a voice spoke from the door. What do you think you were doing? Jared stood there with a small team of guards. Eli's heart pounded. They had been caught. You should have stayed out of this, Eli. Eli stepped forward. You will not harm the Queen again. The guards moved to arrest them, but Eli was quick, pushed a button on Maxwell's device. A strong electric pulse filled the room. Guards fell to the floor, shocked. Eli grabbed Jared's arm. Tell me who sent you. Jared struggled but then spoke. You don't understand. Some people fear the Queen's peace. They want to control the future. Lena stepped closer. We will stop you. Maxwell found a way to shut down the machines in the room. The threat was over for now. Eli called for help and brought the Queen's trusted officers to secure the area. Back in the medical bay, Eli told the Queen what happened. She smiled weakly. You have done well, Eli. You saved more than just me. You saved hope. The summit continued with new strength. People saw the courage of humans in action. Eli stood beside the Queen, ready for whatever came next. Eli sat alone in a small cell. His hands were tied and the room was cold. The people who caught him wanted to keep him quiet. They thought if Eli could not speak, the Queen would be in danger. But Eli's mind was strong. He thought about the Queen's words and the peace she fought for, remembered the courage in her eyes. It gave him hope. Outside the cell, voices talked about plans to stop the Queen for good. Eli knew he had to escape. Meanwhile, Dr. Lena Brooks and Maxwell Grant worked quietly to free Eli. They knew that without him, the truth might never come out. Lena found the captain in charge and spoke with calm but firm words. She told him about the Queen's condition and the danger from the secret group. She warned that if Eli stayed locked up, the Queen's life might be lost. Maxwell used his skills to unlock the cell door. With a soft click, the door opened. Eli stepped out quietly. Together, the three moved quickly through the ship's halls. They avoided guards and cameras. They had to reach the Queen before it was too late. Eli knew the secret group planned to use the device again. The Queen's heart was still weak. Another attack could kill her. When they reached the medical bay, the Queen was awake but tired. She smiled at Eli. You came back, she said softly. Eli nodded. I will protect you. Suddenly, alarms rang through the ship. The secret group was trying to enter the medical bay. Eli, Lena, and Maxwell prepared to stop them. Eli stood near the door, ready to fight if needed. Lena checked the Queen's monitors. Maxwell worked on shutting down the ship's systems to stop the attackers. The door opened, and men in dark suits entered. Eli did not hesitate. Ash! He used his training to block their path. The fight was quick but fierce. Maxwell managed to cut the power to the attackers' devices. They lost their advantage. The secret group was forced to retreat. Ship's security arrived and captured the attackers. Eli felt relief, but knew the danger was not over. The Queen spoke to the crowd that had gathered. Her voice was strong, even if her body was weak. Today, we faced those who wished to bring chaos, she said. But we stood together. We're stronger when we protect each other. Her words inspired the people. They cheered for peace and courage. Eli stood beside her, proud to serve a leader so brave. As the summit continued, the Queen's health improved slowly. Eli and Lena watched over her, ready to face any new threats. The fight for peace was not easy, but with courage and hope, humans showed they could overcome any darkness. The day of the final meeting had arrived. The large hall was full of people from many places. The queen sat in her chair, still weak but determined. She looked around at the faces of leaders and guards. All eyes were on her. Eli stood near the queen, ready to protect her if needed. He felt proud to be there, thought about everything that had happened, the attacks, the secrets, the danger. But most of all, he thought about the strength of the human spirit. The queen stood slowly. Her voice was clear and strong. "We have faced many challenges," she said. "There were those who wanted to break our peace. They thought fear and anger could rule us. But they were wrong." She looked at Eli and smiled. This man, Eli Turner, showed courage and loyalty. He stood for what is right, reminds us all of what it means to be human. The crowd listened quietly. The queen's words carried hope and power. "We are not perfect," she continued, "but we have the strength to learn and to grow. We must work together to build a future where all people live in peace." After the speech, the leaders agreed to new rules that would keep the peace safe. The queen's name was praised for her wisdom and bravery. Later, Eli was honored in front of everyone. He did not seek glory, but he accepted the thanks with quiet pride. He knew his job was not done. Protecting the queen and the peace was a daily task. As the sun set outside the starship, Eli looked out the window. Stars were bright and calm, felt hope for the future. The queen recovered more each day. She often spoke with Eli and Lena about the importance of trust and unity. One evening, Eli and Lena stood together, watching the stars. "The future is not easy," Lena said, "but people like you make it better," Eli smiled. "We all have a role to play. Together, we are stronger." The ship moved forward, carrying with it the hopes of many. The story of the queen, Eli, and their fight for peace would be told for years. Humans had shown that even in the darkest moments, their spirit could shine bright. Eli was ready for whatever challenges came next, knowing that courage and kindness would always lead the way.